in the ring tonight as we take a look at the tail of the tape. Donaire, 28 years of age, has a 2-inch height advantage. Both men weighed in at 118 pounds on our unofficial scales. Montiel weighed in at 134 pounds. Donaire rehydrated 8 pounds to 126. That's a look at the tail of the tape for our main event tonight on HBO's Boxing After Dark. 28-year-old Nonito Donaire.
The tradition of proud Filipino fighters, flashing loaded, Hunter Villa, introducing
Former flyweight champion, made 3 successful defenses of that title. Effervescent personality, says his opponent reminds me of me. Speaking of Montiel. Boy, let's take a look on some of the things that you expect to see in this fight tonight.
Well, first of all, I expect Montiel to come out and try to gain respect, to show him that he's in here against the best champion around right now. He has a big left hook, and he must use that to get some respect.
And what about for Donaire?
Donaire needs to use feints and prove his presence too, but by doing that, he needs to stay outside, using straight punches to try to be quicker than Montiel.
Let's go to the middle part of the fight. Now you see it unfolding first for the champion, Montiel.
For Montiel to be in there, he has to get close, land good body shots with that strong left hook, actually body and head shots, but in the middle of the fight, you got to go to the body some.
And what about for Donaire?
For Donaire, I expect more feints, more lateral movement, and more hand speed. He has good hand speed, and he has to use that tonight.
All right, let's move to the late stages now of the fight, starting with Montiel.
Montiel has to continue to keep the pressure on the younger fighter, try to land that big left hook, make it a problem, and make it become a problem for the younger fighter.
And what about for Donaire?
For Donaire, he has to use his footwork, stay left and right on the lateral axis, on the lateral axle, and stay in control of the later rounds to win the fight.
Whichever guy can keep their plan over 12 rounds will be victorious. And here comes Fernando Montiel.
Fernando Montiel has been for years a world-class fighter. But when he made the decision to stop being a safety-first fighter, he not only became more exciting, he became more effective. I don't think he was ever regarded quite at the level he is now regarded within boxing circles, and that's nipping at the heels of the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Donaire firmly ensconced in that top 10.
Let's send it to the ring and Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, this is the main event of the evening. Being brought to you by Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated, in association with Promociones Sanfe, en la cerveza Tecate, patrocinador oficial. This bout, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC and WBO Bantamweight Championships of the world. The judges for this bout are Ed Kugler, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and Dave Moretti. The referee, Russell Mora. And now, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, from Las Vegas, Nevada, the Philippines, and Mexico. ¿Quién es el más macho? Introducing first, the challenger. Fighting out of the blue corner. He steps into the ring wearing Pinoy red, white, blue, and gold. He weighed in officially at 118 pounds. As a professional, he maintains a record consisting of 25 victories against 1 lone defeat, and 17 of his victories coming by way of knockout. The former WBA interim super flyweight and former IBF flyweight champion of the world. From General Santos City, the Philippines, the Filipino Flash, Nonito, Donaire. His opponent across the ring in the red corner. He steps in wearing white trimmed in black and gold. He registered an identical weight of 118 pounds. As a professional, he steps in with 44 victories against only 2 losses, 2 draws, and 34 of those victories coming by way of knockout. The former 2-time WBO junior bantamweight, former WBO flyweight, and the reigning WBC and WBO bantamweight champion of the world. Fighting out of the Gimnasio Cochul Montiel y Puro Mochi, Sinaloa, Mexico. Fernando Cochulito Montiel.
All right, let's go. Hey, Francisco, they gotta go.
Okay, trunks here are good. Trunks here are good. Anything below that line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room, so you know that I expect a clean fight. I want to remind you to protect yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Acuérdese, quiero una pelea limpia. Dios los bendiga, toquen guantes. God bless, touch up.
Sometimes the elite of a division meet, and we wind up with a dud. Such was the case with Tim Bradley and Devin Alexander a couple weeks ago. Sometimes we get a classic, like 11 years ago in this building on this day with Marco Barrera and Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales. Which one will this be?
12 rounds to settle that score between Montiel and Donaire. Donaire with the 2-inch height advantage. Boy, is that a big factor here?
Oh, it's not a big factor in the beginning, but later in the fight, it can become a big factor. All that depends on how well he uses his jab. The great thing about these 2 guys that they both come from great boxing backgrounds. They've been in it since they were little kids, and this is sometimes what separates boxing from other combat sports.
And Montiel took a shot from Donaire. Good left hand by Donaire. Wings a right hand, does Donaire.
We have to remember that Montiel sometimes has problems with speed. That's what Mark Too Sharp Johnson gave him such a problem with.
Donaire, you can see, is the better athlete, taller, quicker, more explosive. Montiel in recent years has developed a devastating one-punch type left hook.
And Donaire will have to be very careful of that one-punch left hook because, like you said, it can be devastating.
That's what Montiel used to take Hasegawa's belt in Japan last year. Montiel has seen the canvas 6 times in his career. Donaire's never been down. in. The most telling blows landed by Donaire.
Donaire was a substantial favorite coming in. So far, you can see why. He's got special athletic talent.
Keeps that right hand up. Knowing Montiel has that good sweeping left.
Montiel showing very good head movement early in the fight.
Let him go. Let him go.
In a lot of ways, they almost fight like they're bigger guys.
So they punch definitely like they're big guys.
Montiel, a little off balance as Donaire landed his shot at the end of round one.
How are you feeling? Good? Quiero get a little closer then.
Vaselina, vaselina.
The Vaseline.
Hay sangre.
There's a little blood here.
De la otra.
The other one.
Está bien, todo está bien. Dame luna, Pedro. Hay que empezar ya, ¿eh?
It's okay.
Get excited about the crowd, okay? Do your game plan, in and out. He throws punches back up and counter, okay? Okay? Okay, he's waiting for you to throw that right hand to counter that hook. So don't throw from far away. Don't throw from far away, okay? Listen to me.
He see Donaire come, he slips the right hand and rolls under it, comes up with a left hook, a beautiful left hook to the chin early in the fight.
Telling blows landed by Donaire in round number one.
So far, we have excellent high-level, high-speed chess.
Left-right combination from Donaire. Left hand from Donaire.
Montiel showing a strong chin here, but that was a beautiful right hand he just took from Donaire. And his knees didn't even buckle.
And Donaire is a puncher. When Vic Darchinyan was rampaging and beating everything, just destroying guys, everyone in his path.
Well, he's doing it with feints right now. He got his hands up high and he's faking at the guy to try to make him do something or hold him for a jab like he just did. But Donaire's a slick character, so he has to be really careful here.
Countered after Donaire missed with a wild right. Good right
Oh,
hand.
there he is. Out of there. It's over with. It's over with. That is done. That is done.
Counter. Nonito Donaire with a counter left after absorbing a right, exalting the Filipino fans here in Las Vegas.
Nothing more determined than a fighter out to prove something to not only himself, but to his family.
Kiss to his wife, Rachel. He's on top of the world tonight. take a look at the knockdown. The first one, it's a counter shot after Montiel scored with a right hand.
Yeah, Montiel was putting the pressure on, but I said he had to be careful because this kid is dangerous. So he follows with a right hand, he check hooks him off the right hand with a beautiful left hook, something that Montiel never saw coming.
And I was surprised that Russell Mora let it continue. Because Montiel was rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, but you got to give the champ that type of respect. You know, you got to give him that much respect.
Perfect counter shot by Nonito Donaire.
The first time I seen this kid box, I told him he was something special. He was my new top pound-for-pound fighter, and he proved tonight why I thought that.
Yeah, Roy, you were talking him up all week, and you see it again. There's the right from Montiel on the counter left hand. Now, you saw Montiel rolling around on the canvas. His legs were kicking, but he did get up, and Russell Mora let it continue.
And that says a lot about Montiel to show you how game he is, because most fighters never would have got back to their feet after going down like that and performing on the floor the way he did. So you have to take your hat off and say a lot about Montiel. He's a great fighter, a great champion.
And Russell Mora watched 2 punches land. You see Montiel still looks out of it. A left and a right, and Russell Mora then steps in and allows no further damage.
And really, he took those 2 punches pretty good to be as hurt as he was.
Official time of the stoppage. Here's Lupe Contreras.
Ladies and gentlemen, a series of uncontested blows obligates referee Russell Mora to step